Hey everybody, this is Bobby, and we are in Minecraft. For those of you who have played this game, that's great. For those of you who haven't, it's basically a simulator game that lets you build things. And if you look around, I've attempted to construct the lesser Soho area that is Broad Street. If all of us remember this from the reading, this is the source of a lot of activity, the main place that we're dealing with the entire time. So, if we look around, there's just some generic 1800s buildings. And if we come right here, this is a representation of the Broad Street water pump. Very busy pump. People from all over the area came to use this pump versus pumps closer to them. A lot of local businesses, including coffee shop right down the street, use this every day as a means of getting their water for their business. It was often described, taste fresher, colder, have a little bit of carbonation to it, and that was really popular. So we had a lot of traffic right here, a lot of people using this every day. So yeah, this is a very, very, very important piece to this puzzle that we're dealing with. And if we come right over here, again, this isn't 100% accurate or built to scale. I want you to look at this building over here on the right, and we're going to pretend this is 40 Broad Street. And if we remember from the story, this is where the Lewis family lived, in particular the index case of baby Lewis, who, if we remember, had contracted the disease and then expressed the symptoms, including profuse diarrhea and vomiting, and Mrs. Lewis simply just took the diapers and chucked them in their cesspool. And if we come around the house, and again, this isn't built 100% to scale or accuracy, we're going to see a representation of that cesspool. So now we have a contaminated pool of water within here, and normally this wouldn't be a bad idea unless for some reason unknown to me you want to dive headfirst into a cesspool. But if we come up a little bit, we're going to notice there's a hole, and that's not supposed to be there. That's just how things were with how bad the sewage conditions were. The time things leaked, and if we look at where this is leaking into, we're going to come right down here. We have a representation of the well. Again, this is probably a lot bigger. In reality, a lot more water would be in here, but I unfortunately can't dig down any lower to make this bigger. But that water source is actually going to be leaking right into the water supply that supplies the Broad Street pump. So that's very bad news. So now all of this water is going to be completely contaminated with cholera. And if we come back up here, we're going to see pretty quickly that this was a very, very big deal, because now we have all of those people that we talked about, all of them trying to do just that, get water every day and drink it. And right now I'm drinking poison, and that's the equivalent to what was going on. So basically making the simple decision of grabbing a bucket and going to go get some water because you want something to drink, you want to make something, that might be your last decision. So we're going to dig a little bit deeper, just like Jon Snow did, and we're going to talk more about what cholera is, what it does, and hopefully you never have to, but what you can do in case you get it or you ever need to prevent it.